Hey everybody, Robert with you from Black Belt Gaming. I'm going to continue my playthrough and see how far I can get through level 2. Might be able to do the whole thing tonight, I'm not sure. As we left things off, we had our two soldiers here bared down to 3 cards. Just picked up the mortar, and then we've got coal up here, and I sort of piled all this on top of him to help me remember that it was his turn when I restarted, and it will be his turn starting now. He's got 2 cards in his hand. We haven't gone through the heal step yet, so it's going to be his turn. And I was just doing some double checking about how this little group here spawned. I didn't technically explore yet. I just entered the last tile, and what was it? It said that I needed to flip that over when a cog enters the last map tile of this level. You flip it over, and then you update the AI deck. We did that. We shuffle the cards, and then we proceed to the next stage. So that's all that said. We kind of then started to draw cards, and I think we drew this one, which spawned locust A, B, and C at the map exit. So this map exit is here because we haven't opened this door yet to explore level 2. So I'm thinking that we did this correctly. I even took a look at my good friend Ricky Box of Delights channel, who actually has done a playthrough of this himself some years ago, and looks like he encountered a similar situation on a different map tile, but I think he also spawned, it may have been a boomer, on there at the exit before he then explored. So I think the thing we want to do is to try to explore, because we need to get to the end of the maps before we can win. Otherwise these guys will just keep coming and coming and coming through the door. So I'm gonna say we did okay, and we'll just move on from here. So we need to sort of clear out this area if we can, get that door open, and head into the second level, which I've pulled those cards right here. That's the one we're going to unlock. My used cards from level 1 are up there. So let's pick it up from here, and I'm going to turn off my camera for a moment and make sure this is recording. Once again, this is going to be just turn on the camera and play. And so it's not really going to be heavily edited or with a lot of things explained. I'm just trying out the level and recording the game. So I'm going to stop it here and check and make sure everything's working. Well, so far so good. Things seem to be working. So we're going to start with the heal step. We need to draw up to 2 order cards for coal. So let's do that now, and see what we've got to play with here. And he's a little too close for comfort right now with these guys. So it says here, sit tight. I don't think we want to sit tight where we are. Let us move somewhere. Maybe move one area that could get us back here. I don't really have anything that's going to move me any more than that. I don't know, assault might. That could move us back 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. And we could take some cover, but it won't be the greatest cover. But why don't we play that? Move 3 areas and then make an attack. And I wonder if we can make an attack on that ticker, because right now I'm the one in the cover spot and no one else is going to be able to take that yet. So let's try this. Let's try Assault. Assault says move up to 3 areas. So we're going to move Cole. He's going to kick up over that wall and move 1. And I don't know. I'm looking at the map tile here. There's a space there. You see that? That might allow him to move 2. 2. And then he might be able to move back here and get into cover here, which is even better. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces away. Why don't we do that? Like I said, I'm still a bit rusty with this game, but I believe that's fair. So perform 1 attack. That's going to be a little far for our Lancer. Our Lancer has a range of 2. 1, 2 spaces away. Our pistol could make the shot, but it has no ammo on it right now. And we desperately need some ammo. So I think we can take a Lancer shot, but since it's a little bit farther in range, even the grenade is going to be the same thing. It's going to be out of range. I'm curious, what happens when you throw a grenade? Can it be thrown beyond a range of 2? I know the weapons can be shot, but can a grenade be thrown beyond its range? I can't recall. Just to save you guys from me digging into the rule book here, I'll stop the video for a second. Well, I'm glad I checked. It says here in the rule book under the section Bolo grenades. I actually remembered this from years ago. Grenades may not be used on targets outside of their maximum range of 2. So we can shoot the gun, but we can't throw the grenade 3 spaces away. So that solves that question. Let's use the Lancer assault rifle. We're going to shoot this ticker. See if we can make him explode. He's going to get 1 defense die. A regular shot with the Lancer would use 2 black. And I don't think I want to spend my last ammo token. So with an extra range, it's going to be 2 to 2, and we're just going to have to hope for the best. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. 1 block and 1 omen. 1 omen says it deals 1 wound. So that is enough to kill and explode the ticker. And I believe when he explodes, he does 1 damage to each figure in the area. So the ticker is out. And that means that this drone is going to become wounded. And the boomer will also take a token under it and become wounded. Remember, you don't count HP specifically. They're either healthy or in wounded status. So this might work out okay. Cole's got some decent cover now. He's a little bit of a distance away, and he's got his cards up to 3. So that's, I'm going to keep these just to indicate to myself that it's still he is the active player. So after the cog order step, we need to go to the locust activation step. Let's see what we've got this time. We've got a boomer card. If there is 1 or more boomers in play, yes, we got 1 right there. Each boomer moves 1 area toward the nearest cog figure. I don't think he goes into cover. No, he doesn't. He's just lumbering forward. Then he attacks if it is within line of sight, and technically he is. However, he has full cover, so that means Cole's going to get 3 defense dice, but unfortunately a boomer attacks with 4 black dice. So good chance Cole could get hurt here unless he pulls something off, some sort of defensive action. And we don't have a dodge card. We have a follow and a guard. Technically any of these could be used as a guard. Maybe instead of getting himself killed, maybe he needs to try to guard. I know that's going to bring his hand size down yet even more. But maybe that's what we need to do. Why don't we have Cole make a guard shot just before this guy attacks? So we're going to discard one card, and let's turn this around on the boomer if we can. The boomer takes actually 2 defense dice because of his size. And then we're going to be firing with 2 black. Once again, not wasting an ammo token on this shot. Let's see if we can hit him. 2 wounds. As we see on the wounded token, 2 wounds is enough to finish off the boomer. So that guard paid off. We actually take out the boomer. And I think we take a look at this token here. And we turn it over and there is nothing there, so that just goes into a discard pile. If there had been any sort of weapon or anything, I think it would stay in that space to be possibly picked up later. So I think that finishes it for the turn. Better to have wasted a card on a guard shot than just blowing one on taking a wound. So we're going to take it over to Baird now. Baird had 3 cards in his hand, and he's allowed to draw 2. And I think the maximum hand size in this game was 6, wasn't it? I think that was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in full cover. He's kind of behind a wall where he searched and picked up that mortar. And actually, we don't need to use anything like that right now. So what can you do? Dig in, ambush. Something that gets him moving a little bit might be good as well. Forced entry, move up to 3 areas. A forced entry would be great, but because it would do a damage, but not really. Can't get to him in time. Move 1 area. Each cog in cover may then draw 1 order card. That's not bad. Dig in is not bad. Sit tight. Choose a cog figure in your area. Well, that's not going to work. I think we need dig in. I think that's what we're going to do. So dig in says move 1 area. So he's going to hop over, take cover here. Each cog figure in cover. Both of the guys are in cover. They may draw a card. So let's give 1 to Cole, and 1 comes back to Baird. Each cog figure gains +1 defense dice during the next locust activation step. So that may help us here. Let's keep this card out so we know that. It's time to activate the locust here. Drone. If a cog figure is within line of sight. I think this is a yes. This drone is back here, and he certainly has a line of sight. Is a range listed on his weapon? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So he should be able to shoot from there. Yeah, I don't think a range is listed. All right. So what about it? We're in line of sight. Attack the nearest cog figure within line of sight. So that's going to be shooting at Cole. He's going to be shooting with 3. Cole has 1 by himself, 2 for the full cover, and an additional +1 from the dig in. That's about as good as you can get, I think, for defense. And wow, a total bust on the defense dice with 2 wounds. coming in on Cole. This is bad news for him. I think I want to take a look at his cards and decide which ones he's going to get rid of. I guess I'll get rid of his forced entry card. And let's see, we have to get rid of one more. Let's get rid of dig in. So, wow, he took a wound there. I didn't expect that. Not with all those defense dice. So he kind of moves up here and takes a shot through the door and wings Augustus. And that's going to bring that turn to an end. Baird is still doing pretty well with his health and his cards in his hand. So we're going to pick it up with Augustus Cole and let him catch his breath here and draw a couple of cards. I think we've got 2 assaults here. Move up to 3 areas and perform an attack. All we need to do is 1 damage to this thing. Choose a cog figure in your area to draw 2 cards. Move a locust figure, 1 locust figure 1 area towards you, and skip the locust activation this turn. That might not be a bad idea. Since his health is so low, why don't we do sit tight? We're going to choose Cole himself to draw 2 order cards. And that actually empties that deck, which we will reshuffle. And then move 1 locust figure 1 area. And he's going to skip into this partial cover. And then we get to skip the locust activation for this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels a little better. So we're going to pick it up with Baird next. And so we can have some cards. Let's reshuffle these guys and get them ready. We need to get out of here and get through this door and explore. Okay. Well, Baird's turn. Baird's turn. We've got Roadie Run, move up to 5 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could get there and explore and actually be in full cover. That might be a cool thing, but we're going to be opening the door and he'll be sandwiched between enemies. If we take this drone down, I know that we're going to be probably spawning a bunch of other guys coming in. I don't know, that might happen anyway. Let's see. 3 attacks. No. Choose 1 figure in your area to draw 2 order cards. No. Move up to 3 areas. 3 areas. Could forced entry do it? 1, 2, 3. And you may enter a cover space containing a locust figure. Move it out of cover and deal it 1 wound. That'll do it. Let's do that. Forced entry. He's going to move out of there 1, 2, 3, and hammer this locust on the side of the head with the butt of his rifle and take this guy down. You know, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing something with this mortar. This is a pretty heavy weapon. Does it do anything with his movement? This attack targets an area and ignores cover. You may not attack with this weapon and move in the same turn. But it doesn't say anything about slowing him down. So that's good. So he can move freely right now. So he's going to move up, crack the drone on the back of the head. We'll check its token. Nothing there. Took him out. And he takes advantage of that cover position. Not bad. We still need to go through the locust activation, however. Ticker time. If there are no tickers in play, draw a new card. If there are no boomers in play, draw a new card. No boomers in play, draw a new card. Spawn one locust bee in your area. How does that happen? If there's no emergence hole in your area, place an emergence hole token. These things are popping up all over the place. Then spawn one locust A in your area. Well, that's just a ticker. So place an emergence hole in your area, then spawn one locust A in your area. And that's it. Alright, so that's going to end the 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do the heal step for him? I think I did. Oh well, he's got 4 cards in his hand. Can't remember if I did the heal step for him. He would have gone up to 6, I think, if I missed it. So why don't I go back and check the tape? That's just for my own benefit. And then we'll pick it up with Cole next. Let me put these dice here on Cole's card to remind myself. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I did miss my heal step. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have had one more card in my hand. And that's just another roadie run. So that would have given Baird 6 cards on his turn. So now we're going to pick up the next turn with Augustus. And he gets to draw 2. And I think that takes him back to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this feels nice. We needed this little recovery period here. I see my battery indication light flashing. That means my microphone is about to shut off. So let me stop the camera again. All right, I think I'm back. I think I'm back with you with the new batteries. Hopefully everything is working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards for Augustus. And it's his turn with 1 ticker sitting in there with Baird. What to do? Something that can let us move might be good. Move up to 3 areas, perform 1 attack. We've got several assault cards. Perform 1 attack from his current position, and if you spend an ammo token, you may then resolve a second order step. What I want is more ammo tokens. How in the world, unless I've forgotten something from this game, do you get more ammo tokens? Wouldn't it be nice to discard a card and put an ammo token on something? Perform 1 attack. If I kill that ticker, I'm going to hurt Baird, but it should be just 1 card's worth of damage. But it's going to be automatic. Perform 1 attack. If you are in cover, you can make an additional attack. Choose a cog in your area to draw 1 order card. It's called Blind Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we could try Blind Fire. Perform 1 attack. We're going to make an attack with our Lancer. Due to 1... No, it's only 2 spaces away. So that's fine. 1 defense dice for this thing. 2 attack dice. And that is blocked 1 to 1. However, it says if you are in cover, you may make 1 additional attack. and that's canceled, but one gets through. So we do hit the ticker after all. The ticker does explode, and then that means that Baird here does suffer 1 damage and needs to discard a card. So we'll get rid of one of these Roadie Run cards, I guess. And he screams and complains, but it was necessary, I think. Then I think it said after that, after you make your second attack from cover, choose a cog figure in your area to draw a card. Well, that'll be himself. So he's up to full health. Well, let's, well, we're going to spawn something, I know it. Move drones towards you. Spawn 2 drones at the emergence hole nearest you. Alright, these guys are just going to keep coming unless we explore. We need to get that door open as fast as we can. But at least they haven't attacked. They've crawled up through the hole, but that's going to end it for that turn. So we're kind of stuck here. We need to get over here, open this up, and keep moving forward. We can't just keep wiping out these guys. It's going to be endless waves. So Baird, I'm going to start with you and draw 2 cards. And you need to get out of there. Got some movement here. What to do? Move 1 area and perform 3 attacks against figures in your area. That's not going to work. I don't really have any good cards here. There's Teamwork. Draw an order card. Choose another player. He may immediately resolve an order card. You then resolve your locust resolution phase. Well, that's not going to be so good, other than making sure that Baird is at full health. But I don't know if I have anything else that's really going to fix this. Unless I just discard a card in order to move. So if I really need to move so I can explore. Roadie Run says move up to 5 areas. And my move is not going to finish just because I explore. Because you can explore, I think, as basically a free action. So let's do Roadie Run. Baird is going to kick out a cover and move 1 space. That's going to leave him 4 more. And then he's going to open the door. And he's going to unlock the 2nd level, I think, in its entirety. So I think that works different from this 1st level we've been on. So yeah, we're going to be a little tight for space, but let me turn off the camera and I'll get things set up with level 2 using these location cards. Alright, well, this ended up, due to my card draws, just running a straight line down here across my play area. I removed some of the tiles here behind Cole. He's barely visible there at the end of the edge of the screen. It was Baird's turn, and he played Roadie Run and moved 1 space. He still has 4 movement available to him. And let's see, was there something here? Discard this card and draw 2 random weapon cards. Okay, that must be in this little place over here. So there is a chance to get some weapons over there. we'll just keep that in mind. Maybe I'll make the space up this way a little bit. And then we've got this one, which just looks like a downed chopper. And then our final map tile over here, which says it does have some ammunition on it. So that's good. We've got just off camera down this way, we've got 2 drones at the 2 different emergence holes on this last tile. I'm going to let you see that very soon, I think, as we progress. Had 1 emergence hole here. Needed to spawn a drone there. Needed to put a boomer on this one. He does not take a cover position. So 4 more movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could go there and get into cover. Maybe that's what we want to do since we're trying to get out of here. That's going to miss that equipment stash, but what if we 1, 2, 3, 4? He's not going to make it. Nope. If he has to go through this door, which we just opened, that's not going to let him move here due to the wall. So he's going to have to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that puts him in a very vulnerable position. Not even being able to really attack unless we can do something about that boomer. I just don't want to get stuck. I'm going to go ahead and have him move all the way up there. And I'm planning, I'm really just assuming that Cole has a follow card that he can use. And I'm going to have him use this follow card to stay right behind Baird. So he's going to move up there, and Cole's actually not going to be in cover in that position. So I'm going to remove this tile for now and scoot this back as far as I can. And that's where we are in our current state. So at least we got out of where we were. We did not make any attacks, and the bad thing is we're about to head into the locust activation step, and some horrible things may occur as our guys are sandwiched in between some pretty nasty fellas. We've got 4 drones on the board. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drones on the board. Let's see what we get. Tickers, okay. There's no tickers here. Spawn 1 locust B at the map exit. Each locust then moves 1 area towards you. 1 locust B. That's another boomer. There was something about this map that we needed to remember. When a cog explores, he explores the unlocked level. When drone or boomer spawns from an AI card, place it on the map exit instead of an emergence hole. We need to flip this over when all cog figures are at the map exit on level 2 or level 3 and nobody's bleeding out. So we've got to get all the way down to the end here. Actually, it's the area where you see this little boomer just right there. They've got to get down there. So, spawn 1 locust B, that is another boomer, at the map exit. Alright. There he is. And then each locust moves 1 area towards you. I think that's where this is not bad. At least they're not attacking. But I think this is where we really want to guard, if we can. So As this boomer is rounding the corner, I think I want Baird to take a shot at him. And this is a guard card. He needs to play that specifically. So here we go. That's going to be 2 dice. Unless we do some sort of overkill, which means we lose an ammo token. But I am running really low on ammo, so I don't think I can. Alright, we just hit him for 1. So we've wounded this boomer. But he still is going to move in here into our space, right in our face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, guard. Can't... Cole can guard too, right? You may treat any card as a guard reaction ability, and you may guard even if another player has guarded this turn. Well, Cole, I think we need you to guard as well. And we've got 2 pummel, 2 assaults, and then a forced entry. All of these are kind of nice. Let's go with an assault. Cole is going to guard. Spin this card as a guard card. He can do that. That's his special ability. So he's going to take a shot. And I can't afford to use that ammo token on him because he's only got 1 left. And he didn't do it. It didn't work. He just soaked up the bullets and nothing happened. So he's in here, right in our face. This guy is going to advance and go into cover. He's going to go into the best cover he can. These guys, all the way back here, are going to move forward 1 space. And then all of these guys are going to advance 1 space as well. So everybody's closing in on us, and I think that's going to bring Baird's turn to a close. So there you have it. We're in a bad way. Everybody closing in on our position, and we're down maybe about 4 cards each. Yep. So I'm going to put the dice here on Cole's card to indicate that I'm going to pick it up with him next time. And just due to it getting late for me here, I think I'm going to stop it here for this part of the playthrough. Really do appreciate you guys watching. I do have some other brand new content I want to share on my channel. I do want to keep on with some other things I've been doing and finish those up. So some more videos are coming your way. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for sitting with me as I'm playing through an old favorite here, Gears of War. I'll see you next time.